My name is Rhapsody, his name is Orbital Potato, and welcome back to this video game.
This video game? That is
This video
not
game,
acceptable. Yes. What sort of an introduction do you think that is?
It's very comprehensive, of course. That's what I think.
Yeah.
It might, in fact, be too comprehensive. I should really say, my name, I have a name, they have a name, and greetings. And that's it. This should be all I say.
Yeah, you know what? Okay. All right. I've got a question for you. If an alien was to come to the planet Earth, and he was going to be staying at the Rhapsody assassin household, what would you?
So the Ryan Pearson household.
Yeah.
Or
right.
the Rhapsody household, whichever you'd prefer.
Okay. Right. What would you teach him? Right. If it was your responsibility to teach an alien, what would you teach him? Would you teach him anything of... I don't know, like, what would you teach him? What would you tell him?
Well, the thing is, the proper security processes haven't vetted this alien. I don't know if I teach him human biology, if he's gonna go back to his own planet and then, like, create some sort of a genotype weapon that kills all of us. I don't know. I'd rather not be in a position where the downfall of all humanity rests on my conscience.
So that doesn't answer the question, though.
I know.
So what would you do then? What would you do?
What would I do? Teach him how to fucking
what would you
play
teach him?
21 blackjack. Teach him how to play Texas Hold'em, and we play strip poker so I can figure out what the alien's bits look like. There's no serious answer without a vetting process. How am I supposed to know whether it's a good or a bad alien?
I asked a remarkably serious question, and all you did is you turned
give
it
a
and shoved it in my
remarkably
face.
serious answer. I know.
Nah, you got an attitude, man. You got an attitude.
Got
a real bad attitude. No, but yeah, like, what would you teach him? All right, let's assume that the government put you in charge of alien relations. All right, so
as they would,
you know, but you're a nice and friendly guy, and I don't know, you're young, and you. I'm just trying to think of other. No, I'm trying to think of actual redeeming qualities right now, but nothing else comes to mind. So you're young, and. Okay, you're young. Yeah, you're young, and you're put in charge of alien education. All right. What do you teach the alien? You're given a free hand, so you can really like teach the alien whatever the heck you want to teach the alien. It's literally up to you. That is fucking bullshit. I'm sorry. Continue your story. You can teach the alien whatever you want.
I was telling a story apparently.
Yep.
So
anything.
The first thing I would do is teach it how to Dougie, teach it how to Dougie. Then... I'm not certain what you want!
Yeah, I want a serious answer. I want a...
You want a serious answer?
I want a serious answer.
You want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
I can handle the truth, just like the alien can handle the truth. Now, what would you teach that alien?
Look at
what would you teach the alien? This is fucking bullshit.
I honestly don't know how I answer this correctly. Like, what would I teach the alien? I would teach the alien the lessons of people who are proselytizing peace around the world. How about that?
All right. So whose lessons would you teach them then? Like, you can't just teach other folks' lessons. Like, you gotta say the alien gets a little bit disgruntled in the fact that you're only teaching him other stuff, and he wants the truth from the heart, right? You gotta the truth from the heart. You know? He wants the truth from the heart.
I'm just having difficulty. So what's this alien called?
I think he's got an extraterrestrial name that we can't produce in our human tongue, but it roughly translates to Benjamin, I think. So we'll go with Benjamin. Benjamin, yeah.
Okay. What color? What color is the alien?
Why does it matter what color the alien is? Are you not aware that color is okay, well, like, are you not aware that color is hugely sensitive to these aliens, and they care deeply about what kind of shade of avocado green they are?
Avocado green. Okay, cool.
Avocado green.
Right. I do like avocados, so you're onto a winner there.
Well, no, not like actually like avocados, just like the green color of avocados. They don't taste like avocados.
Okay, so you're saying I can't eat it?
It's not an it. It is an alien. It is. You can't eat them. Yeah, you can't eat them.
I want you to know that I have 4 counter 3000s.
I agree that you should continue your story. Yeah, go for it, man. It's all yours.
So,
give us
the name's Benjamin. Scoop. They're different shades of avocado green.
Well, this is kind of how they vary, according to their social status. So, the chief ones.
How high in social status is Benjamin?
Benjamin is like one of the lackeys, right? So he's kind of at the bottom of the food chain, so to speak. He doesn't really deal with anything of importance, but he's been assigned this mission, so he says, to sort of further peace relations and to share knowledge between our two species. And
so he is here to further peace relations and share knowledge between the two species. So he's specifically here for a good reason.
Yeah, he's here to learn. He's here to learn about us, and that's why as the head of the alien education program, Ryan Pearson has been tasked with teaching him.
What?
So, what would you teach him?
What just occurred?
I barely took any damage
Fireball, and it sucks ass.
And I want to clarify, right, that the aliens that are, the most highest in society, so sort of like the elders, their skin sort of changes from like a very, very limey green avocado-y color to a darker green. So it's sort of like an avocado
it's like
ripening.
An avocado going off.
Yeah, basically, right? So the older they get, the riper they get. It is worth noting that status is not guaranteed by the color of the skin. You obviously have to earn it. Not a single fucking crit there. That's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, not like in real life.
Yeah, god damn it. You kind of have to earn it, right? But at the same time, it's almost guaranteed, and so yeah, there you go. Go. What would you teach it? What would you teach the alien?
English. Done.
No,
It's been my answer for the last 10 minutes, but I just wanted to draw out as many information, as much detail as I could get.
No, right? Why English? You need to back up your decision, all right? So
that's the ground that you have to work from. You need to be speaking a common language to be able to do it. And I'm not going to be any good at learning any other languages. I tried once. I tried to learn Swedish. I know hon dricker milk, which I believe is he drinks milk. That's it.
All right. Okay. So say you've taught this alien
English. So if anyone's drinking milk at any point in time, I got you. But other than that, no.
Okay. So you've taught him English. What now?
Okay. Oh, fuck off. You asked me to what's the first thing I teach him? English. Question answered. What would you teach him, huh? Spanish? You don't even know Spanish, though, so it's not going to work.
I would teach him about morals, right? I would teach him about morals, but I'm not in charge of this program, right? You're in charge of this fucking program. I was not appointed by the Australian head of state to run this education operation. You were, right? I'm telling you, man. I'm fucking telling you. He believes in you, right? The head of Australian state.
Oh, Australian state. That big one Australian state we have.
that big one Australian state. I mean, of course, in the future, you know, we're all unified by the Great British Empire once again. But, you know, the head of the Australian state...
Britannia rules the waves. Britons never, ever, ever, ever shall be slaves. Why didn't you join in?
Is that actually how it goes? Because I legitimately have no idea what the words are for that.
It is. That's how it goes.
I'll take your word for it.
It is.
No, I believe you.
Lie to you.
I totally believe you, 100%.
You think I would lie to you?
Not at all. I have proof of it. I have proof of it. No, but seriously, like after English, I mean, English is a cop-out answer.
Yes.
It really, really is. So
yes, I agree with this.
Think of a better answer.
No,
I didn't create that entire fucking story just for English. It's fucking bullshit, man.
That's why I answered English, because you didn't create the entire story for it.
Come on, what would you teach it? What would you teach it?
I already told you, peace and shit.
Peace and shit. Yeah, but you gotta
piece shit, you know.
You gotta fucking quantify what you're gonna teach him. I mean, the government expects you to actually write. That's bullshit. The government expects you to write out a proper curriculum for this guy, right? So after you've taught him his first language, you need to address the curriculum, and you need to address his first year of human studies.
Yeah, I'm gonna teach him some mad peace and shit. Come on, man. I already did it.
I already did it.
I already did it, exactly. I've got fucking Benjamin here. I've taught him peace and shit. Now I need to know what I'm supposed to do afterwards.
Alright,
well, I'm asking you. What would you do?
Anything. No, it's not what I would do, it's what you would do. It's not about me or Benjamin, it's about what would you do. Not anybody else, man.
Alright, so then I guess I would teach morals.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
That's a respectable answer. Alright.
It's literally your answer right back at you.
Yeah, you know, but I'd like to think that you approve of it. Please miss. Bullshit.
How am I gonna miss with deadweight?
That's why I was saying please miss rather than just my life has been a lie, you know, so hey ho. Shit happens. I don't know. Well, that was it was a couple of good answers. A couple of less so good answers, but it was respectable. I'll take it.
Alright.
I'll take it.
Fine. You're gonna ask me what I do in a situation? Here's what I pose to you. Would you rather have all of the powers of the Fantastic Four, but only in your penis? Or only ever be able to wash and bathe in soup? You can ask as many questions as you like. There is one definitively correct answer. This is entirely stolen from Comedy Bang Bang, by the way. I want to note that I know that. I'm aware what I'm taking it from. That did a lot of damage.
Yeah, it did loads, yeah. Alright, so my first question is, you know, okay, so the 4 Fantastic Four powers are invisibility, force fielding, fireballs, stretchiness, and hardness, right? Is that basically what it is? No. You have the powers that they have. The Thing has the power of rock skin. He can't turn it off. That's a whole huge thing about him. Yeah, well that's what I mean about hardness.
You got a rock dick. Yeah.
Alright, so got a rock dick. Alright, but no,
and also it's on fire.
I'm not so worried by that, right? What I'm worried by is the fact that if my dick is on fire, is that just going to perpetually burn, like, my crotchal area? Like, or is that flame retardant? Because that's a real problem.
Your crotchal region becomes flame retardant for it also becomes chafe retardant, so you don't have to deal with the rough surface edges of the rock.
Okay, I mean that's a good start. Next question. Next question is how much flame comes out of my dick should I don't know, use it?
Should you use it? Are you asking how much
God,
fire comes out? the dick.
God
If you were
forbid,
to
should I?
engage with some sort of a sexual act.
God forbid I actually use it. No, but like, how does that work? Like, what is the mechanic around? Like, okay, so how much of my body heats up when I take my dick out? Right, that's basically what I'm asking. Right, not when I actually use it. Like that's
red
irrelevant.
in the face because you're embarrassed doing it on the subway, but it's mostly just the dick.
No, I know, but like, so say my, I don't know, my dick got really hot for some strange reason. Would that like burn my face or burn like, I don't know, my stomach or burn, I don't know, my chest or my arms if I went near it, or is my whole body like flame retardant?
You have the powers of Johnny Storm, who can control the fire.
What? So I can basically turn it off then and never turn it on.
Yeah.
92 damage. That's fucking insane. Okay, so I can basically turn it off. Okay, so that's fine. So that's basically a non-issue. Stretchy powers, basically a non-issue. The only thing that would really be stuck on constantly is the fact that it would be a rock dick, basically. That's what you're telling me right now. That's okay, so that's basically it. Okay, so basically a rock dick or bathe in soup for the rest of your life. I mean, bathing in soup is not necessarily bad, because what quantifies soup is probably up for debate, I would imagine. Unless it's like fucking...
not up for debate, unfortunately. It is specifically a lobster bisque.
A lobster bisque. I mean, the strength of that lobster bisque could potentially be up for debate. Maybe.
It's quite a strong lobster bisque. It's
not
quite
giving me
strong.
much...
Yeah. It's got a very fishy smell to it. You will constantly smell like seafood. And of course, unwashed BO, because you can't wash the BO off. Because you're
right, now,
you're not... Yeah.
So I always have to bathe in... Or is it bathe or shower? Is it shower or bath? Bathe or shower?
It's wash, bathe, shower.
Alright, so hands, what if I wanted to take a drink of water, but I just happened to spill that water all over my body in a way that happened to rinse my body and clean it up? Would that be counting? Because
the gods that have given you this curse are actually watching, so you're allowed to do that 3 times in your life before they instantly smite you.
I mean, how do I know that they're gonna smite me? Maybe I'll just take my fucking chances.
You know they're going to smite you because that is how the curse was handed down to you. You are aware of the existence of these gods and the reality of their power.
Okay, so...
They killed a sibling of yours. They gave you a new sibling and then they killed it just to prove their power.
Alright, so what you're really asking right now is that I'm going to stink a lobster for my entire life, or I have a rock dick. I mean... Yeah. I think I'm in favor of the rock dick, actually. That's what I'm gonna go for.
Ask more questions. You need to be really exhaustive in your investigation.
I mean, I think I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I think I've been fairly fucking exhaustive.
Okay. Do you want to lock that in?
I want to lock rock dick in. Yeah, I mean, you say that there's one answer. I think that's bullshit. I don't think there's one answer.
So you've locked in rock dick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to tell you, but in the rock dick scenario, you also have terminal cancer. So, I'm sorry, you didn't ask. You did not ask, do I have terminal cancer in this situation?
Oh,
and unfortunately, as a result, you would live a much longer and happier life smelling a lot like lobster bisque. And that's how we play Would You Rather.
That is fucking bullshit. All right, no, okay, right. In all seriousness, what do you think is the right answer?
The right answer?
Yeah.
Bathing in soup. It's 100% bathing in soup.
Really?
You ever try and have sex with somebody and you kill him with your rock dick? You kidding me?
You just don't have sex with him. Like, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Just like, no, but it's just a rock dick. It could be like a soft limestone or something. It's not, doesn't necessarily have to be like fucking
it's
granite.
Not. Here's a question you could have asked that might have actually helped you make your decision. Can I
Alright.
use the fantastic, Mr. Fantastic stretchy powers to like smooth out the dick?
Oh wow, that's a good question actually.
Yeah, unfortunately you missed it. There's so many questions. If you'd asked that question, you know what? You might not have had terminal cancer in that situation, but unfortunately you weren't exhaustive enough.
I still
really
don't
need to
think.
nail that one down.
I don't think if I'd asked, right?
Yeah.
If I'd asked, you'd have been like, nope, you can't smooth it out. It's super hard and it's never gonna be soft ever again. It's rocky forever.
Nope.
So
No, I 100% should have. I 100% would have told you the reality of the situation. Excuse me, what the fuck just happened here?
Stuff just happened. Hey, buddy.
Well, it's
Thought
time to
I'd
get
give
mad
you-
jiggy with it, yo.
I'm giving you a fucking taste of my rock dick right here.
Can you smell some lobster bisque?
It's a good thing that I can't smooth it out because this is gonna fucking hurt. There you
Oh,
go.
damn.
There you go.
Uzi is good.
Fucking
Crit on
3
all 3
crits in a
shots.
row. Oh god.
Oh, come on.
I got 20 armor. That is amazing. Yeah, that's really good. I only ate 2 of those. That's unbelievable. You did try. You did try. You really did.
Get closer.
Ah, shit. That hurt.
What? Okay, that did no damage to you. Don't kill me.
I'm trying very, very hard right now to do that.
Oh, that'll do it. It does exactly
I'm-
60 damage. What? How's it shot?
Oh.
Well,
No.
we will all go together when we go. Oh, come on. What was that? Trying to use
Oh, no.
moons.
No. Better than that. Guppies! Yes! I'm working on the upgrade, slowly but surely.
That's how it had to happen. Tell me if that upgrade's worth anything.
Probably not. It's not. I'm not going to get the upgrade this level. Not now, anyway. But I'm like
Almost certainly not.
a little bit. Oh, weapon upgrade torpedoes. Sweet on the tunneler. Epic. I'll take that.
Very
Any
nice.
day of the week.
Very, very nice. Well, at this point, I'm going to have to say something along the lines of my name has been Lobster Bisque, his name has been Rockdick. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. This has been ShellShock Live, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
Bye.